Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Am I live? Am I live? Are we on? Is it time for us to chat? Let me I'm getting it together over here, y'all. I'm sorry for my piece of tardiness, honey. Um, Let me see if this thing here will refresh. Let the people know. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, give me 1 second. How y'all doing? Y'all, girl, why? Let me show y'all what I just saw when I hopped on Twitter, y'all. Y'all are so y'all is disrespectful. I need y'all to understand. So we starting it out like this. This what we doing? Let me get it up on the screen. Is this what we doing over here on the Twitter already? Right out the gate, people? Is this what we doing? This what we doing? Ooh, shit. It ain't funny, but the shit hilarious, okay? This is crazy. Why y'all why y'all had put Pinocchio on this man face like this? Y'all so disrespectful. But listen, we are going to talk about it. We have America's decisions dropping later on tonight. But I want to get into last night's episode. I meant to get this video to y'all much sooner. I had a lot going on this morning and we're really tried throughout the day. And when I did finally sit down 2, 3 different times to record, I couldn't. I said, I'm just not, I just can't, I'm not feeling it. Y'all almost didn't even much get it. Okay? Almost even much didn't even get it. And I said, let me just go ahead and just go live. All right. That's going to force me to kind of get it out for the people. All right. I'm trying to get to the top of my notes over here so that we can get into the top of the episode. All right. I think it was a good episode. Right. Um, are we there? Am I at the top of my note? There we go. All right. So y'all know Melanie has learned about Sincere and Soul. Okay. She walked in. Well, I mean, yeah, she learned it at Kids. She already knew that there was an interest because obviously they were pulling each other for chats and stuff, right? And which is crazy because honestly, Sincere has pulled her the most. Okay. Out of the 3 times that they have linked up, this man has pulled her twice. All right. So Melanie is upset after what she learned about Sincere and Soul and them over there kissing. So when she gets to Anaya, she couldn't wait to run over there and tell Anaya, like, girl, she kissed my man. My man kissed Soul. And I'm like, baby, not only is he over there kissing Soul, it's giving she sucking the soul out his ass. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you. Cause listen, the eyes that he gives to Soul is not the yesterday's eyes, is not today's eyes. I need her to understand. Like, girl, you in danger. You have been in danger. Okay. They said do not look into the sun. They say that's what Soul mean. Do not look into it. It will tear them eyes up. And the things that you have witnessed, Melanie, your eyes is on fire. And I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm so I have mixed feelings about all of this. You know, I have mixed feelings, but let's keep going. All right. So she told Anaya that he sat up there and kissed Soul. And she says that, I know I effed up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, he gotta explore. I gotta let him explore. Like it's gonna be what it is, I gotta let him do what he does. And you know what? I knew he kissed her. I knew he kissed. I could tell he could. You know how I knew? Because when he got up, he was fixing his pants and stuff. Oh, the same thing happened with what's his name? Zach. Didn't the same thing happen with Zach and Kato? Y'all be over there kissing. That little thing be popping up, huh? Ah, okay, that's how she knew. Cause she knew that when he get to kissing, things start to get a little firm around there. So that's how she knew he was over there kissing that girl. Girl, you are so in danger, but you don't have to be, you know. So she's trying hard not to cry. And Anaya's like, hold it, you got it, you're okay, you're fine. She looking up. Oh my God, look at the sky, the stars in the sky, the trees. Oh my God, is that a panda? Like she's looking up. Okay, hard to make sure those tears do not fall. And she tried to thug it out. She really did. So Sincere goes and tells Bryce and Zach about the kisses that he had with Soul. And Sincere says he was enjoying it because he hasn't felt this way since he's gotten in the villa. Damn. boom, she got your boyfriend, boom, she got your man, even though that ain't your boyfriend. She may have him. She just might. He says he enjoys the kisses from both of the ladies, but the way he kisses Soul is different. And it's so clear when we watch them on the screen, the vibe is insane. The vibe that they had in Soul Ties, the vibe that they had in Soul Ties, y'all. And we gonna get to that part. But the vibe, I'm not over it. I'm not over it. I mean, for me, I got a little bit of chills watching that part. I was like, this is crazy. And let's keep going because I wasn't expecting the connection to look like this. And I don't know what to make of Sincere because he be playing, right? But then do he be playing? It's like he playing with both of y'all, but he not really playing with one of them. Like, do y'all see? It just seems like the vibe with Soul is a bit more serious than it is with Mel. And I know Mel said, I think was it this episode? Maybe it was last night's episode. I think it was last night when she said that she felt like she's a gorgeous girl, but I think I'm a better look with him. And I'm like, you mean physically? Because it seemed like she tapping into something much deeper than the physical. So I don't know. You might think you look good on his arm, but he may feel like, I don't know, this is good for my heart. This is good for my soul. Cannot. This is crazy. So he says Soul wants him and she's giving him affection. First of all, I could take a cue ball and I could slap the shit. Because listen, as much as I do enjoy seeing the vibe of you guys on the screen, I have to say, Soul is showing interest in you because Soul wants to keep a spot in that damn villa. So I honestly don't know. Like, yeah, she got like you're a vibe, right? But I can't recall if she said he was her type or whatever. I think he could be her type for what's in the villa. So I don't know. Yeah, she wants me. She's giving me that affection. Well, Melanie wants you too. You know, with Melanie, I feel like I gotta chase her. Sir, did you not? And I remember when he did these intro videos and he says that he is a chaser as he connected it back to him running track. He likes to chase the women. And I said, I'm going to hold on to you saying that because I want to see how you move throughout the season. And now you feel like you gotta chase Melanie, which I feel like it ain't much damn chasing that you gotta do. For real. So I'm a little confused. You feel like you gotta chase her? I don't think so. I disagree. I feel like she's available to you. Yeah, she may have done some stuff to make you look stupid, but I don't feel like you gotta really chase her. I just think that you're coming up with the excuses to justify you wanting to explore somebody a bit more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's okay to explore, but do we gotta do all of that? Okay. Either way, Melanie says that she is tired, okay, of people, of everyone making her feel like she's done the absolute worst SHI. Okay. She says she hasn't done him dirty like he has done her, which I do agree with. I don't think that she has kissed anybody outside of any challenges or anything. I don't even think she's really pulled people for, well, she did. She pulled Corbin for a chat. And that was it. Like I mean, you was extra, but I don't think it was the worst in comparison to what he's done up until this point, right? So yeah, I would have to agree with her, you know. And at this point, I'm like, then just go explore. Go talk to any and everybody, I guess. Just get out there and explore. So Anaya tells her that she's proud of her for not overreacting and all of that. You know what, Anaya, you get on my nerves. But that's how Love Island goes, right? The people that you like in the beginning, they're gonna do some SHI and you just ain't on them, you know, the same way. And you getting on my I'm tired of seeing you give so much support to people. And I don't really feel like you get that in return. Like, yeah, you and Sincere may sit down. I feel like you may talk to Sincere more than anybody else. But every time we see the girls, I feel like they always coming to you with their damn problems. Okay, I slick wouldn't give a damn whether she overreacted or not, bitch. I was over here losing my shit the other night. Did she come and help me? I don't know. Like, and then the advice you be giving, girl, we not gonna act like you didn't encourage her ass to get ready to go up them stairs and see what they was doing in Soul Ties. Okay, and then want to call her name, Mel. Just Melanie, come back. Like you was gonna say, you was getting ready to set her ass up for the hokey. Okay, God, dog. So anywho. I believe it was Melanie that says that if Sincere feels that Soul is a stronger connection, then just go with her. Right? She says, I'm not gonna go crazy in this villa. Like I've been crying all fucking week. Like, girl, no, you are. It's a lumbo. You yeah. You're gonna be going crazy just a little bit more because that's what the villa does. It's a full-on like dating experience, but it's also a social experiment. And girl, this might not be the only time you crash out, especially if you be here for a few more weeks. Because if you don't end up with him and you get coupled up with somebody else that you really feeling like, I mean, that's what happens. Okay. Now, Kenzie and Corbin. Kenzie, I have liked you, but when I tell you you got on my mother nerves this episode, you got on my motherfucker. You so glad, and I'm you so happy that you got options is pissing me the fuck. Like I wanted you to have options, but it seems like you have to remind people every 30 minutes. Nobody gives a nobody cares about Caleb, high key, and they damn sure don't give a fuck about Corbin for real, for real. It's just you getting on my nerves. So she says that she kissed Caleb, and when she did, she was over there thinking about Corbin. That's what she's telling Corbin. And I feel like we learn a little later on why she was thinking. Let's keep going. Okay. So he tells her to not be shaken up, and if you want to go and explore him, then, go do your big one. I'm big on honesty and I appreciate you coming to me and just being honest and letting me know that you were interested, whatever the case is, right? So he seems to be encouraging this. And I felt like he was encouraging it because he probably wanted to talk to Melanie, possibly. Who knows? Or he wanted to go back and revisit the connection with Kata. I just felt like he probably wanted to see what else was out there outside of just Kenzie. All right. But we was going to see. Let's get to Bryce and Trinity. So she said she started to like him a lot. I don't believe you. You need more people. Love you down though. I think that you like him a lot for what it is at this moment in the villa. When you're around a person a lot and enough, you are going to, I mean, they're going to rub off on you a bit. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting more comfortable with him. I don't know if it's that you like him a lot. Maybe she does, but I just think you're getting more relaxed and more comfortable with him. And because you're getting into that comfortableness, which is maybe, I guess, a vulnerability for some people, then maybe you feel like you like him. But I don't think so. Because if another fine man that came in that's your type, who is Bryce? Girl, he could be walking around this villa and I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to that man. I do not know this man. I don't know. Well, what's up with you though? What's your type? You? Okay. I don't think he's a safety net. So she says that she knows he likes her, but she doesn't know if he likes her like that. Okay. So he says what they have is special and it's not replaceable. Is it? Is it? Because it looked like you over here trying to find a replacement somewhere around here. And you also trying to be a replacement for somebody else too. You sure? You sure? You full of shit. So she says if the girls pulled him for a chat, would he kiss them? He says he wouldn't. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. Right? So she keeps comparing their connection or whatever to other people in the villa. And I feel like rightfully so. If we all came in the villa around the same time and I'm looking at the pace in which they're moving, yes, I am gonna compare that to us. Like it's obviously a disconnect here in some way, shape, form. Like, yeah, it is a disconnect. It's either on my end, because I'm not really all in on you like that, or you not all in on me. It's one of the damn two. So he wants to know what she thinks about the growth because she's making him feel uncomfortable. Why? Why is that making you feel uncomfortable? Because you feel like it's okay for you to do the bare minimum or something like that? You only uncomfortable because you don't like her like that. And you trying not to hurt her feelings. And I feel like she's trying not to do the same thing. Okay, but we'll see. Only time will tell. Okay, that maybe they do like each other, child. Right now, so she wants more affection from him, right? And she also lets him know that he's like, well, just say that. How about you just do that? Because I feel like she had this conversation with you before. So how about you just do it? Okay. And then she tells him she don't want him to feel like he's not appreciated or whatever the case is and all of that. So that's what they got going on. She's starting to let her guard down. So she says, again, for me, she just getting comfortable. I don't think she like him like that, but whatever. Let's get to Gabe and Baya. Baya, I could beat your mother right now. When I tell y'all, the person I least like in this villa is Gabe with a passion followed by Corbin. When I say I could beat your ass, Baya, It's because of you that we still have to watch this mother on our screen. When it came down to doing the pickings, you left Sean up there. I would very much so rather see strong neck Sean than seeing this man who slick acts like Corbin in a different damn font. See, Corbin gonna always ask, can he get a kiss? But this motherfucker gonna just assume you want to kiss him because he think he that guy. So he gonna feel the moment and know when to lean in and kiss. Scoot back because the pheromones is killing me. It's killing soul, okay? He about to take the son out, okay, with his. So I feel a way. That is one of my biggest issues with you, Baya, is that because of you, we still have to watch this mother. And I really could beat your, I really can. I really could, girl. As soon as y'all get it, please get him out. I don't think I'll be able to vote unless they reset it or do something. Baby, please, please. He has to go. But I know a lot of y'all don't like Corbin. But we gonna have to get unified, baby, and get we gonna have to get Gabe out first, please. He has to go. Okay, so he tells her that he had a chat with Jen and Soul. He tells her he kissed both ladies. So she like, kiss who? Gucci who? Gucci man? Yeah, the bombshells, okay? That's who I just finished. Jen and Soul, I kissed both of them same night. Yes, I did, okay? Somewhere up in there, same day, he was kissing the ladies, all right? He said, I just wanted to let you know, all right? She over there acting unbothered, you know what I'm saying? He says, you're mad? She like, I'm straight. Like, what the fuck? He was like, I mean, what you no, she says, what you want me to do? What you want me to say? Okay, damn, better than them, they better than me. Like, what the fuck? What you want me to do? He says, I mean, I'm just gonna say, like, if you wanted to do something, like if you wanted to like go out there and talk to somebody, you want to do what you like, you can do it. She's like, I know that. Who the fuck? You talking to a bitch that wins medals and more than men. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know I could do the fuck I want to do. Like, who do you can go do? I know that. Don't tell me now that I love that she checked the hell out of him. Don't tell me, okay, what I can and cannot do. I'm gonna do that anyway. And obviously, based on your actions and how you move it's very clear that I could do what the fuck I want to do up in this bitch. Okay. Now Baya over here in the damn a confessional or whatever, talking about some she feel like a dumbass. Well, you know who else felt like one? Sean. Sean, when he stood on that damn green. Yeah. Yeah, he felt like he also felt like a dumbass when he realized that he's going home and his ass done quit that motherfucking job to come and be on this island with your ass. Okay? So I'm sure he felt like a few dumbasses, all right? Now, I mean, if you listen to the words of what Miss Girl said, Miss Ariana, his time was up in the villa, not on the island. So he might be over there in the hotel. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If he ain't get on social media yet, then he may still be over there. But also at the same time, it seemed like they could be changing the rules and changing stuff up because, usually they'll have a friend or a family member to maintain their accounts. As they came into this season, because people like to do a lot of harassing and they've gotten all these new fans, right? They don't have that, and they've also limited and restricted, the comments on each page. So they probably also gave them a time frame of when they can and cannot get onto social media this time too. Because usually people get it once they come out by the next week. You know what I'm saying? We about would have heard something from him. But maybe he's still in there because I think After Sun drops tomorrow. So if After Sun drops tomorrow, then maybe we'll see him over there talking about some stuff. Who knows? And he might pop back up. He might be at Casa more. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, maybe they felt bad, like, damn, he quit his job for this. So let us just go ahead and figure out how we can keep him here a little longer. Ain't no telling. All right. But either way, Baya says that, and she says that I think she said something about a player. I don't know, but she should have knew what it was. She should have knew. If you've dated all these guys and you've been like a lot of people can see Gabe from a mile away. They can see the energy he brings. It didn't take much. You know what I'm saying? Really, I feel like Soul already knew what was up before she kissed him. The kiss just really confirmed what she already knew and thought. But yeah. So Baya's called, she goes to the girls, she's talking to them, and she calls both of the ladies bitchs. He kissed both of those bitches. And it's kind of like, I mean, do they have to be that? You could just say bombshells. He kissed both of the bombshells. He kissed both of the ladies. Like, what? It's like you calling them bitches because you mad at them for what he did. Like, let's move around, please. Okay. So Gabe goes over there and tell the guys he all happy. He trying to get him some stripes and get him some points and stuff from the guys, and they all over there laughing. The way Gabe couldn't say nothing else to me. And the only reason he would be able to say anything to me is because my time on this villa is very limited and maybe jeopardized because of your whole shit. Okay. But America about to partner him up with somebody already, and I hate it for Jen. Now that I think about it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jen. I'm sorry that we did this to you, and I'm sorry that Baya kept this man around. I'm so sorry, okay? So Baya tells Kayla and Trinity that if all it takes is two women to come in for you to turn your head on our connection, then hey, so be it. Yeah, I know it is, so be it. Cause I feel like you slick wanted Sean to be on some so be it. When it didn't even you didn't even see the damn bombshell coming to the villa for you to want to turn your damn head on the connection. So yeah, Baya says I compete for medals, not me. And I said, now that. Now you put that in your pie. I like that. Hold on to that. Now you might need to use that. Okay. I like that. Okay. But then they started to encourage her to go after Caleb. And I'm like, girl, now y'all know Caleb is not. Now Caleb would entertain her to stay in the villa, but I don't see them being a match. Melanie comes over and she learns that Gabe kissed both of the bombshells, and then she tells the girls that Sincere did too. And I'm like, why is this exciting? Why is this exciting? Like, why everybody? And really, it wasn't exciting for Baya, but it was exciting for Melanie. And now I know why. Because now I'm not the only person in the villa that has been slighted by their connection. And that's why I think Melanie was jumping up and down like, who thank God it ain't just me, bitch. I thought I was just me, girl. I ain't the only one in here losing my shit. Yes, Lord. Okay, so that's what I think was going on. And here go Kenzie. Ooh, Kenzie, you have never gotten on my nerves as much as you have just in one episode, girl. Because you wanted to be included so bad, Miss Code Switch. Guys, hi. So I just want to let you know that, I kissed the bombshell too. I was like, Kenzie, shut up. Shut up, girl. Duh, we would expect you to. You got your cowboy girl. We will hope that you kissed him. You were so ready to let the ladies know that. Did you tell Corbin that? Oh, you did tell Corbin that earlier, huh? But it's okay for you to do the kissing. Let's keep going. So, it's time for bedtime. Baby says she's not cuddling up with Gabe. Kenzie says that she catching feelings when she kisses. I said, and that's why you be getting played left and right. When you kiss, you automatically catch feelings. So now you're having feelings for Gabe. I'm sorry, not Gabe, but Caleb. Now you got feelings for Caleb, and you got, oh girl, that villa be moving so fast, don't it? And then I think she said something else about, and I've never had two guys at one time. I've never had a roster. I've never had a roster has never known me. I've never known a roster before. I have two guys. I have two men that are on my. Shut up. Like, girl, we know. You never had a roster. You finally got two men, even though you just had two men the other night. Like, okay. Okay, we get it. She has become so annoying to me. So Zach talking to Bryce about Trinity not getting his jokes, and now he has a good. He says when we're together, we have a good time when it's me, you, and Kata. But when it's me, you, Kata, and Trinity, we don't have that much of a great time. And it's like, hey Zach, you got an issue with Trinity? What going on? Or do you like Trinity and you trying to get him away from Trinity? Like what you? I don't feel like you 100% wrong though. I don't think you're wrong. I mean, I don't think I have agreed with Zach on some stuff, but I mean, I guess he's just looking out for Bryce. Well, look out for Bryce a little longer when he try to snatch your girl up, Miss Kata. Gabe tells Corbin he's feeling Jen because he was like, out of the ladies you kissed, who you feeling more? He said Jen, right? And Jen over there saying that Corbin is cute, and Kata said he's cute as fuck. But you know what takes away from his attractiveness? And I've never seen it the moment he walked into the villa, but a lot of people, I guess that's the beauty standard. So it's how he talks, and he don't be talking about shit. I'm just like, this what y'all attracted to this? Or y'all just attracted to the height? I guess, but y'all gonna do what y'all want to do, okay? So Jen says Corbin, no. I think what's her name? Melanie was like, well, you can talk to my guy, you can pull my guy. And she was like, he's not really my type. And she was like, well, is he Soul's type? But she was like, I don't know, I ain't talked to Soul. I said, oh, you trying to find out. While your man over there kissing her down, you trying to see if that's really her type anyway. Well, it is, baby. You about to find out. So Melanie, Kenzie, and Trinity are sent down, and she tells them that she kissed. Kenzie tells them that she kissed Caleb, but she was thinking about Corbin. And Trinity thinks that she should continue whatever she has going on with Corbin, right? And Kenzie says she's going to take a step back when it comes to Caleb, right? She likes Corbin, whatever. She's gonna take a step back when it comes to Caleb just to see how he moves, to see if he comes up on her, because she wants somebody, I guess, to run behind her. Okay, somebody to chase her, I suppose. So Trinity talks about really liking Bryce and everyone thinking that they're solid. They not solid. They just ain't got no issues because the people that they really attracted to haven't come into there. Like, are y'all gonna bring some actual black folks in there? Y'all gonna bring some black folks in there? Well, like it's giving 3 or 4C. Like, is y'all gonna bring those people? Like, are they coming? When are don't put all of them in the casa or more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to see more than that. Okay. Bring some options in. Give Casey and what's her name? Anaya an actual test. Like, come on, what are we doing? So she talks about, of course, how people saying that they are solid, but she needs more affection. So she's talking about that. Meanwhile, Zach over here talking to Bryce about Trinity and where they stand. And Zach thinks Trinity isn't all in, and she's trying to convince herself that she wants it. And I said, you ain't never lied, because that's exactly how I see that. She's trying to convince herself. Okay. So Bryce says because he said because I don't know, he said because of something, he's now starting to feel like he should start talking to other people. And I was like, I think he said because he didn't think that she really liked him or something like that. And she's making him feel like he got to talk to other people. No, I think you may be creating that in your head and you're searching for a reason. At first, it was the age gap, right? First she said, oh, in 7 years, I don't want to rob her of her youth, this and that. Now you over here trying to find another issue when all she's saying is show her affection. Y'all don't like each other. I guess they can't say that on camera, and it's very obvious why. So Soul and Jen are chatting, and Soul feels like everybody in the villa closed off. Like they scared to like connect with us, like what's really going on. And so Jen said, out of everybody that you've been talking to, who are you feeling the most? And she said, Sincere. We talk the most, we kiss the most. Like, I'm liking him. So she tells her about them holding hands and kissing, touchy feely. She says, as she was walking out, Melanie was walking in and she was scared. I'm slick, like, well, who is Melanie to be scared of? I guess she just didn't want the blow up of it all. Okay. Meanwhile, across the way, you got Melanie and Sincere over here. So she says it hurt her for her to see him kiss Soul, or to know that he kissed Soul or whatever. And Melanie knows that Soul is going to take her man. So she said, prepare the bed. I said, baby, you listen. You better tell him to prepare that bed, because you know what it is. So she says their connection is going to die, and she can't take it. I don't know if it's going to die, y'all. Right? I don't know if it's going to die, because Sincere gives me the time. It may die if Melanie really does what she says, and she's like, I'm done. I'm not with you. I'm cool. Like, don't. I'm over it. Right? If she really puts a pin in it. If she doesn't put a pin in it, I could see him do. Y'all remember? I think it was season 4 with Zeta and Tammy. Remember how he ended up coupling up with, I think her name was Bree? Got coupled up with her, but Zeta and Timmy had met around the corner and they had kissed, and he was talking about how he missed her so much. Something about Sincere and Melanie kind of give that may happen. And it's also the element of wanting what you can't have in that moment because y'all not coupled up type of thing, which is why I think he keeps going back to Soul wanting to have the conversations and all of that. It's like, hey, baby, you my little secret. If you don't tell, I don't tell. That's how we got to keep it type of energy. That's what's going on. So I feel like he may end up feeling like that. Once he gets coupled up with Soul, it's giving like Melanie may be a little bit of a forbidden fruit that he wants to go over there and tamper with. So he tells Melanie that you were the one that told us to go, or told me to go explore. And I'm like, why are you trying to flip this on her? Why are you trying to flip this on this girl? Okay? That's what you wanted too. You wanted both of y'all to explore. Okay? So she says, yeah, but I ain't saying to go kiss her and kiss her twice and speak easy. I'm like, oh, so you still don't know what happened down them stairs in that other area. I don't know what that other area called. I forgot what they call it, but you still don't know what happened over there, huh? They keep about 4, 5 times. Oh, girl, that's gonna come up in movie night. So she says, I know you want her, go be with her, and you think when you're done with her, then you can come back to me and I won't be here. I'll be so done. I'm not playing like, I hate when people hurt me. I hate when they hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting really tight and it's gonna cause me anxiety. Like I'm really tripping the scale. Like I really like you, Sincere. I really like this sister. Like, I really want this to be a thing. I really want it to work. Like, I'm really impressed about it. Like, what's going on? But did y'all catch, honestly, Melanie knew that Soul Nim was watching her. And she was trying so hard not to get to that very point because that's why she kept smiling. Because I'm looking like, it ain't nothing to smile about. Like, what you smiling about? It ain't nothing to smile about. And I said, oh, Soul is watching. So she doesn't want Soul to really know that they're having an issue. Well, eventually the real feelings started to show. But did y'all catch how Sincere was covering his face while she was talking? Sincere had wanted to laugh in Melanie's face. Like she's really wasting her time with him, I feel. He wanted to laugh in her face when she was over there spazzing, all of that, right? Because he think it's a joke. He think it's funny. He enjoys watching her squirm a bit, right? So, and I feel like Melanie to me represents what his homeboy said about you want to get with a girl that likes you more. And that's kind of what it looks like. Melanie looks like the girl that likes him more, which is very interesting because it looks like she kind of chasing him while he's saying he chasing her. Right. But he also said he likes the that's why I'm like, he's saying Soul wants him, but honestly, you pulled her for a chat twice, so you're chasing her. That's what you like, a chick that's not all up on you. See, Melanie, even though she doing what she doing, Melanie is all up on you. Melanie is the girl that your homeboy's talking about. Soul is the opposite. Soul is in a position of y'all need to get a man that like you more than you like them. Okay? Because the way I feel Soul got that man eating off out the palm of her hands, and we'll have to see how it's gonna play out tonight. Mm-mm. And if you feeling a way about how Melanie pulls certain people for a chat, what you gonna do when folks start pulling Soul for a chat? When y'all in a couple, when we get some new bombshells or whatever coming in next week, like how you gonna act then? Child, that's why we need all of them on the show. It's gonna be too crazy. We need everybody on the show. Okay. Them three gonna have to stay in there. Okay. So she asked him if he still wants to explore Soul, right? And she's like, it's a yes or no. Yes or no. And he says, in my head, no. And then he started laughing. Y'all know why he laughed? Because he been wanting to laugh in her damn face the whole time they were talking. The whole time they was talking, this man wanted to bust out laughing in her face. And he was finally able to get it out because I was so confused about why he was like, hey, you said yes or no. Right? She said yes or no question. And then she had a follow-up. That's typically what happens. All right. And he just thought it was so funny. I was like, nah, girl, this nigga laughing in your face. Like, and I get that you don't see it because you in it right now. But when you step out of it, girl, you're gonna be mad with yourself. So he laughing, whatever. When he said in his head he does not want to explore her, of course we knew he was lying. And I said, baby, now you forced to, because I already know America voted for this. Now I want to say this before I forget. Tonight they're supposed to learn what America decide. But Ariana said something that made me think, what is the twist with this? Because every time America votes, there's some type of twist. So my question is, are you going to put up what America said and then give the islander who's chosen to be with the bombshell the option to choose whether they want to couple up with them or not, or what? Even if the bombshell still says that's who I want to be with, that's who the bombshell is going to choose. But I feel like she may make it that much more messier if that person has to make a decision in front of their connection on whether they want to go with that bombshell or not. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a twist. I could be so wrong, but I'm wondering what is that twist? Because that would be some messy shit. if she said America has chosen Soul to couple up with Sincere, how do you feel about that? Do you want to couple up with a Soul? And he'll say yes, no, whatever. So, and once that man say yeah, child, that's gonna be an indicator of your connection, showing you exactly what it is that he wants. So, hate it for you. But that would be messy. Y'all let me know. So he tells her, when he's talking to her, that he wants to be with Melanie. Just lying, girl. Just lying. Yeah, I want to be with you. Like, you're the only person, like, I'm coupled up with you. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one that I obviously want here. Like, all of that. So she started kissing on him. I really like you so much. I really like, I know she wanted to say I love you. Like, I like you more than anyone here, Sincere. Like, oh my God. Da, 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 da. And then I think she asked him if he was gonna still be kissing her or something like that. He was like, "No, I won't be kissing that lady," or something, trying to disassociate himself from her. Girl, she should have walked up and just out their forehead. Okay, so she kissing out on this man, y'all. Whole time the man looking into space, thinking about Soul. And I do feel like, again, Melanie knew that Soul was watching, which is why she jumped in all over him and got on top of him and this, that, and the other. Because again, the whole goal is to make her think that everything is okay over here. You're not phasing our relationship at all, type of thing, right? Um, it's sad, but she's not fully over whatever he did with old girl, so she's not over it, and she says that she don't know what to do. Okay. And she still feel like that girl gonna take her man, and she is. So Sincere goes and tells the guys that Melanie has been feeling like the second option, and he says she's not the second option though. No, that's not how it's coming off. So Bryce tells him that it's good to feel someone else right now, because your judgment can be a little cloudy when you're over there with Mel, and being with somebody else will help you really figure out what it is that you want. Okay, and that's true. However, it seems like what he really wants may be Soul. And I don't think that, I feel like he'll know more of what he wants when he's ripped away from Melanie, basically. When you can't share a bed with her anymore. When you see her probably engaging with a new connection, that's when I feel like it's gonna weigh out. Either he's gonna be not bothered or he's gonna be bothered. If he's not bothered, then he never wanted it. Let's get to Casey and Anaya. They catch up. He doesn't want her feeling any type of way, crying, all of that. He says things are flowing over there with them. He ain't got no worries. Anaya tells him that she's happy and comfortable with him, and she likes everything about him and all of that. He's like, I know you do. And bro this, bro that, bro everything. IDK, I want him to really like her. I don't know. Now, some part of me, what I'm gonna say is I kind of respect this, and then I kind of don't. So remember when they were in the bed, and of course Soul went, she kissed, whatever. They had the paint on them. Casey had the most paint. Why have we not seen a conversation with Soul and Casey? Anaya asked the other night, "Are you going to explore her?" And he's like, I mean, yeah, if she wants to explore, like, yeah, I'll explore. Right. But this was the same night that everything went down, and he saw Anaya crying and all of that. So he consoled her, hugged her, and stuff. So some part of me is like, maybe they did not talk. I feel like some of the guys were pulling Soul for a chat versus Soul pulling them for a chat. So maybe that's why we didn't see a conversation between Soul and KC. So since KC did not approach her, maybe she felt like he wasn't interested, considering the fact that she did tell Jen at the sit down. She was like, oh, these guys are scared. They're scared to like talk to us or whatever the case is. So I also thought, well, is she talking to KC? Maybe that's who she's talking about. I don't know. So I feel like, okay, well, shout out to him for recognizing how Anaya felt in the moment and not trying to get to know Soul unless Soul pulls him for a chat. And that's what I think happened. And she probably said, I'm not going to pull you. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like that was a little unfair too. To go to that man crying about all of that, to get him exact. I don't know. I feel away, but then I get it because I like the two of them together. But I don't feel like their connection is really tested. I feel like her crying and stuff like that. I don't want to say she weaponized her tears a little bit with that, but it's like she knew what she was doing and he kind of fell for it a little bit. So I don't know. He's being the nice guy, and that's good, but how you really feel? You said you open to explore. Are you gonna go get to know her or whatever, and then learn that that is definitely not a connection for you, or what? Y'all let me know how y'all saw that Anaya and KC situation, because it was something about it. Okay, and I was like, good for you, but at the same time, I don't know about that. All right, but let's keep going. Sincere pulled soul for a chat. He couldn't wait to do that. He had just had a conversation with Melanie, baby. Told her, I ain't gonna be kissing that lady. I ain't gonna be doing none of that. Like, you're my number one. Like, I'm focused on you. Like, it's you and us. Please. Okay. And when he got up and grabbed her, she was like, yeah, sure. I said, watch they go to Soul Ties. Right after I said that, that man said, she was like, where you want to go? He was like, let's go to Soul Ties. I said, I knew it. Because that's where y'all could really duck off. Right? Y'all really could kind of duck off, but then also at the same time, you can kind of see if anybody coming or what's going on. But that's what they did. So they got real comfortable. I'm talking about snuggled up, y'all. She leaning into him on his knee. This man is using his leg as her back support. This what got me. This what took me out. This what took me. Baby, it was the rub on the neck for me. I said, what the I said, what? He's rubbing on the back of, oh my God. Is that? Like, what? Then he goes to the arm and I was like, this man is caressing this woman in a way that I have never seen him caress Melanie. This man is looking into this girl's soul. He's looking into her eyes, y'all, and he is giving straight mesmerized. Okay? I ain't gonna hold y'all. I kind of like their connection better. I'm not gonna for the moment, as of today, because how I feel today may not be how I feel tonight or tomorrow, but in this moment, I like it. I like it. And baby, the fact that this man, and here's the thing too, this man was up there, it seemed like more than just an hour, running his mouth, talking to her. They talking about stuff that he has not talked to me. We didn't see him talk to Melanie about his childhood. He asked her, how did you get the name Soul? I believe her mom named her that, gave the meaning of what her name means. All of that. They talking about childhood stuff. He didn't talk about this with Melanie. I'm just like, they going deep. They going deep. And I do like it. And this is the thing that I was getting at though. The fact that when she was down there talking to Anaya, she said he's been up there all day or whatever talking to her. Girl, how many times I got to tell you? How many times a month gotta show you? This the second time he pulled this on your ass. Okay? Where you feel like you barely talk to him all day. This man is he playing games with you. I'm not gonna hold you, girl. I'm not saying he shouldn't have felt the way about that whole kiss though with him and Corbin. I think Melanie very well knew what she was doing. But I feel like in my personal, even though it's just a challenge, he leaned into making that so much of a big deal so that he could justify how he's about to move with Soul. He playing with that girl. Like, I mean, maybe it'll take him to lose her to realize, like, oh, okay, I really like her. I underestimated the connection or something. I don't know. But girl, give yourself your free. Okay. I might okay. He is playing. I said, baby, touching and rubbing is crazy. Straight eye contact, insane. A straight vibe. So Melanie getting frustrated and she thinks they are going to kiss again. Oh, you damn right they are. Okay, so Zach asked her what would she do if she found out that they did kiss again. And she just kind of like looked down at the ground or whatever. I said, baby, the vibes is so different. He looked like he falling for Soul. Okay. And it's crazy because she went upstairs to sit with Zach and I think it was Kay to talk to them while Sincere is like around the corner in the damn Soul Ties, goes back downstairs and about to come back upstairs to damn near interrupt. The realest person in the villa was damn KC to stop her ass from doing it, because I feel like KC stopped her from a H lady crash out for sure had she went up there. I think she would have really showed out. And I feel like I don't know. I think she thinks highly of Casey enough to listen to him for her to chill out. So Kenzie and Caleb are chatting or whatever. She says she interested. They got a lot in common. Caleb says he's scared of getting attached. Everybody in the damn villa is scared to get attached, okay? All right, they both fall hard. Y'all should really go and lock in and go about y'all business, okay? Melanie pulls what's his name? I think she pulls Corbin for a chat. He asked about Sincere. She says, we're not gonna worry about that right now. We'll worry about that later. She says that she's exploring and she's ready now. Okay. She says she's been looking at him and wondering if he been looking at her. He was like, yeah, I've been peeping you, but I ain't been doing too much because I ain't really want no drama and like that. You ain't want no drama, but then you proceed to do something that's going to cause a lot of drama. Okay, so Corbin says that he fucks with her vibe. He not gonna lie. And says she real chill, He says it's no codependency or anything. He says this is gonna what he said, it's going to be a whole bunch of repercussion after this question. But I thought you just said a second ago that you ain't want no drama. You asked her like one, maybe two things about herself. What is your dream or whatever? What is your dream life? What do you want for your life? She tells you that. Right after she tells you how she wants a husband and kids, you go into what you about to say now. We vibe, man. Can I have a kiss? If y'all do not pack Corbin and Gabe's ass up, okay? I'm tired. It ain't that many kisses in the world, okay? So he asks, can you get a kiss or whatever? She kisses him on the cheek. Okay, she says she gonna have to talk to Kenzie before she do any of that. She tells him that she don't really trust him like that, so she's still getting to know him, right? So Melanie goes and tells Anaya about it. They all excited, I suppose, but she gotta have this conversation with Kenzie. She don't want Kenzie to know. She wants to be the one to tell her. Well, how the fuck did Kenzie find out anyway? Because I think Kata said something to Kenzie, and then Trinity said something to Kenzie. I said, so Kata and Trinity. I said, Anaya, did you go and tell the girls? Because in all honesty, you did tell her. I ain't gonna tell Kenzie, but I might tell the other bitch. I might tell the other ladies, but I ain't gonna say nothing to them, okay? I'm gonna tell my day ones, but I'm not gonna say nothing to Kenzie. Or Melanie, did you go around and tell the other ladies and had a conversation with them before you had a conversation with Kenzie? Which one is it? All right. Meanwhile, while she's sitting down there talking to Anaya, Sincere and Soul still tying their souls together. So he telling her about the childhood memories, all of that. Melanie over there telling Anaya that she feels so disrespected. Okay, she's like, he over there telling me I'm his number one, but he's still upstairs talking to this damn girl. Okay, I thought he wasn't gonna talk to her no more. Like, what's going on? So Anaya tells her, move however you want to move. Okay, go have your conversation with Kenzie, get to know Corbin, all of that, because you shouldn't be in here stressed the fuck out. Okay, so you go figure it out. And Melanie, she ain't hearing nothing because she over there. She's zoned out. She's looking at them. She watching them. She ain't hearing nothing Anaya saying. She said, you think I should pull him for a chat? And she was like, for what? She was like, to like talk to him and ask him. She was like, what's up? Like, yeah. Yeah, ask him what's up. So she gets up and go over there. Cause Anaya, she just like, hey, I'm with it. Cause he playing games. Going up there, I already know you're gonna crash out anyway. Not you been over here supporting her, telling her you proud of her for not overreacting, and then you about to send her over there to the Lions Den to show her. This is crazy. KC said, where you going? She was like, nowhere. Where you going, man? No, I'm not gonna. What you talking about? I'm not gonna do it. I was just thinking about it. I wasn't gonna do that. Okay, so he stops her, tells her to chill out. He said, at this point, he's gonna feel your energy. All right. And you may go up there and see something that you don't want to see. Which she would. She definitely would. She already seeing what she didn't want to see. That's why she was headed up there. So Casey says Sincere does have a lot of explaining to do. Yes, he does. But you going up there is really not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And I have to give Casey his props for stopping her. So Anaya is now trying to call her when she sees that Casey calling and he don't approve of it. Baya go over there and she like, what's going on? So she running like she had a damn track meet trying to figure out what's going on. What's going on? And so she says, well, Sincere's still up there talking to Soul, and she's up to motherfucker. Bitch, I'm sick. Hey man, tell her, sit down, chill the fuck out, man. Okay? So Baya's sick. She's sick of it. But then she turned around, came back, gave Melanie a hug, supported her, tried to encourage her. Okay. She said, you're like the number one connection or whatever. You guys have like the strongest connection. Melanie said, bitch, no, we don't. Do you see this man? Do you see him? Why the fuck? Why would you say that? You know, motherfucking well, this connection is not. You know this shit. Stop playing. Okay. When you just talking shit about me the other night. Okay. Didn't you just question the connection we had because maybe it seemed like we was a better connection because we was here from the beginning? Didn't you say that? You knew that shit was strong, huh? And you gonna come over here and my fat girl, you better go on also. Of course, Miss Girl get up, she leaves, she ain't trying to hear it, okay? And then you got what's her name? Baya said, damn, I don't think I'm good at consoling. I don't think I'm good at consoling. I fell out. I thought she did a good job though for what she could. But it was full of shit at the end of the day because you know how you really feel, okay? You already know how you really feel about that. Corbin and Baya. Girl, why they up there chatting? She asked him about kids. He talking about he want 3 people. And he's not serious. He's so unserious, okay? They're chatting, and then at some point he just started treating her ass like a homegirl. Okay, I think he could have called her bro. He said the only girl in here I had a vibe with, meaning I don't got one with you. Understand? It's definitely not with you, homegirl. Definitely not with you. But I had one with Melanie. I asked her for a kiss. Now I gotta go have a conversation with Kenzie. When I tell you we didn't even need to see the conversation, that conversation was pointless to America. Okay. Kenzie says that she knew that Corbin was going to be cuddling Melanie or something like that. That's when she learns about the fact that he asked her for a kiss. So now she over there like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, but I ask, like, first of all, Wanch, Kenzie, you have gotten on my nerves. When he asked Kata for a kiss, I do not recall y'all being in a couple. When he asked her, yeah, he asked you, and you was a fool to do it. You weren't really in a couple with him either, but you was desperate to be in one. The thing is, if you're so over it and you're tired of him, make sure you say that to him. Don't put that off on nobody else. Because Kata denied him of a kiss, and so did Melanie. All right? That's crazy. So they getting ready for that night. Sincere talks with the guys. Okay, he told me he in a predicament. He wants to have a connection with Melanie, but he also want to explore soul. Just go away from me with this, okay? Because you're full of shit. Melanie and Kenzie, they talk. Let me see. Make sure y'all liking up the video. Where we at with the likes? Got 500 people in the chat. Oh, I mean, can we at least get to 300? Like, God, oh. So let's keep going. Melanie and Kenzie, they're talking. She pulls her for a chat, right? Kenzie pulls Melanie. She says her connection is done, and this is Melanie. My connection is pretty much done, and I'm looking for the next guy in so many words, and the next guy that I'm interested in the villa is Corbin. Okay, so Kenzie says, so you're interested in him. Okay. And Melanie says that, yeah, like we're each other's type. Like, of course. So she says that she wants sincere, but it's not working out. And Kenzie's like, oh, I'm starting to have anxiety right now. Okay. And you know what? I don't think that you're trying hard enough for him. What the fuck have you been in the villa? Earth to Kenzie, have you been in here? Have you been in this bitch? If we come to each other and talk to each other about everything, why the fuck would you think that I'm not trying? How hard you want me to try? What you want me to do? I'm so confused. And let me say this. I did not like when Melanie interrupted a group conversation to pull Corbin to the side for a conversation she was going to get anyway. All right. However, right now, Kenzie, girl, fuck you. Okay, because didn't you just sit up here and kiss Caleb? So you want to be the only bitch with options, okay, after not having no options for the past few days. Girl, I feel like Kenzie, she could have slick got cussed out. However, I did understand a piece of what Kenzie said, okay? Kenzie said that, if it were me in that situation and I went after sincere, you pretty much would have lost your shit. You would have been like, the fuck? Because y'all know that's Kenzie's favorite words. Like favorite words, the fuck. She just learned that. She just so excited. She has to use it every time. The fuck. Okay? You would have been like, the fuck. Okay? So she said that, I didn't even kiss him in the challenge out of respect for you. Okay? And I said, you know what? You got a point there. However, you got a whole nother option. Caleb not interested in too many people, and you the one been running around here talking about you want a cowboy. Yeehaw, bitch. And you got him. Okay? So she's upset. Okay, so Kenzie knows he asked her, Melanie said, well, I think you need to talk to him because there's something that he needs to tell you. Like, well, I already know about it. I know. Well, what do you know? He asked you for a kiss. I know about that. Yeah. Yeah, you thought you were telling me something. You ain't telling me shit. I know about that. And I'm still not fucking with it. You're trifling. You're my best friend, Melanie. Like, really? That's what we're doing? I'm so fucking disappointed in you. So she's upset. Whole time, Kenzie to kiss somebody else. Okay, if you mad, and she said, yeah, but I told that man no. I said, hell no, out of respect for not just sincere, but you too. So I'm a little confused on why you on my head top swinging like this. Like, did you go over there and jump up and swing on his head top? Oh, you did, bitch. You thought we didn't see your ass in that bed that night, didn't you? See, this why Kenzie over there showing her motherfucking ass. Kenzie over there showing her motherfucking ass. Because she about to gave that man some motherfucking ass in that bed. Because I'm over here looking at the screen like, why the fuck is her mouth open like this? Okay, why is she sleep like that? I haven't seen Kenzie sleep like that. Kenzie, what's going on? I saw body movement on both sides. And then I saw your hand kind of like grip his a little piece. You thought we didn't know what was going on. See, that's what's spinning you. See, this is the reason why when you kissed that man, you was thinking about this nigga over here. Yeah. See, y'all did it very smoothly. And listen, I respect how y'all got it in because some people last season, baby, that was disrespectful as okay. But with y'all, I saw what y'all was doing. Y'all thought America wasn't gonna see because it was dark and stuff, and y'all just thought that y'all could just move a little bit so everybody else in the villa didn't know what was going on. I knew it had to be a little extra to it the way you was over there losing your when you sat up there and told that man I had kissed him or whatever, but I was thinking about you. He said yes because he did exactly what he needed to do in that bed. Because see, you've been on some horn dog shit. You've been over here telling the girls down to the dressing room that you've been a bit okay. You wanted to see what the black side of Corbin was really like. So he gave you a piece of that. And now you over here shook the hell up and don't know if you want a cowboy anymore. You want a boy with a cow, and we got you. Okay? That's why you were showing your ass down there with Miss Melanie, because you don't want Melanie to get the boy with the cow. You ain't gonna be able to share a bed. See, that's the only thing that got you a little shook up because you don't know if the cowboy gonna be able to yeehaw like that down to the bed. I got you. That's what's really going on with Kenzie. Kenzie was getting busy down to the bed. You thought we didn't see you, but America sees all, girl. America sees all, and that's gonna put y'all back into perspective tonight when y'all realize that America has been watching and we've been voting. Well, I ain't been voting, but y'all been voting. But you know what I'm saying? With your little freaky self. That's what's going on. Kenzie hunching Corbin. Kenzie been hunching Corbin. And she confused, and that's why she really mad at Melanie for going after her man. And period. But your man who knew he was hunching you, go sit up there and ask her for a kiss while y'all in a couple and after he over there hunching you. So you should be mad, but you need to be mad at that ziggle. Girl. Thank you. So Sincere says that he doesn't want to X him and Mel out. I'm like, but you ignored the damn girl damn near all day. Like, she pulled you for a chat. I think it was. Y'all sat down, y'all talked briefly, but you really weren't in it. So like, I just want Sincere to be clear. That's it. So Bryce tells Sincere that he is interested in Kata. And he feels like they always make eye contact and it's something there. Boy, please, whatever. Bryce sees that this will be very difficult for him because he's close friends with Zach. So he think that no. It's gonna be difficult for you because she ain't into you. See, if she wanted you, she would have rolled to your side of the bed. And if she entertained your ass, it's only to piss Zach off. Okay, that's the only reason why. If you think you're finna, I refuse to believe it's not gonna be a connection. Okay, this ain't what that is. All right, I refuse to believe it. Good luck. So Bryce let Zach know that he gonna pull her. Do y'all know Zach laughed in this man's face? He didn't laugh in his face like, oh damn, like I thought you was joking. I thought you were joking that you. No, he laughed in his face because he know Kata not interested. I would be so surprised if Kata is interested. Okay, keep in mind, Kata did not choose Bryce. Bryce was picked on some default shit, and Zach was too. And even that night, she chose who she wanted. If she does it, it's for the plot. Cause it's not for real. Mm-mm. I refuse. So then Bryce tells Zach that he doesn't think Trinity likes him enough. And Zach's like, yeah, I agree with that. So why would you? But so I'm like, why would you encourage him to not really be with Trinity, especially now knowing that he wants to get with your girl? But then again, he don't see you as competition. Like Melanie didn't see a lot of you bitches as competition. So, and because he feels like she don't like you like that. I mean, I would think that too if I'm laying with somebody in a bed, a huge bed. Another person rolls over trying to get in on the action, and they tell you to go to the other side of the bed. Listen, it's possible. I don't know. I don't know. Meanwhile, Trinity, she over there talking about how much she really like him. Okay. And you got Zach over there telling Bryce that he think Kata. Y'all better focus. Do you hear me? This man said he thinks that Kata will laugh in his damn face too. I said, baby, what kind of conversations you and Kata having about Bryce? That you think she gonna laugh in his damn face as well? And I said, Bryce, wait. I said, this your is this your best friend? This one here is your best friend in the villa? You sure? Okay, well, there. Good luck to you, all right? That shit was hilarious. I said, this man laughing in your face and telling you his girl gonna laugh in your face too is insane. But what will be really funny is if Kata gives Bryce something to go off of as if she is interested. Child, and then we're gonna see you looking sick, Zach. Now, Bryce pulls Trinity to the side, have a conversation with her. She like, is it something I should be worried about? He like, nah, especially after he told her the other day that they good. Now he coming to her telling her that he's interested in exploring Kata and wanting to see what that is. He got to get that out his system. He got to know for sure that she doesn't want him. Boy, do you know how long y'all been in the villa? Do you know if she wanted you, she would have been pulled your ass for a chat? This lady she has been talking to a new bombshell, and ain't no telling who else before she has pulled you for a conversation. Do you know how much time y'all have had for you to fit? Let's keep going because this is a damn mess here. So he asked her how she feel. Trinity said, I ain't fucking with it. And I'm with her. I ain't fucking with it. But guess who else ain't fucking with it? Trinity. Kata. I don't think Kata gonna do it. And I can see Kata using Trinity as the excuse. Well, that's my friend. I don't want to, you guys seem to be, no. You're really just like my homeboy. It was cool. Me and Zach were really serious. I really like everything I have going on with Zach. And I just, you guys are best friends. Like, why would I do that? Do that. Okay. Just give him a pat on the head and sit your ass down because this ain't it. This ain't it. I don't know what you thought the hell was going to go down over here. Okay, but that's not it. All right. He also tells Trinity something about him not traditionally being her type, so he don't really think that she's interested. And she's like, "No, you're funny, you're attractive." Now, I do think people was ragging on Bryce, but I think Bryce is attractive. I do, and he be eating the hell out of the modeling campaigns for sure. I see it. He just got to figure out what to do with that hair. Okay, you need a little Zach Morris going on. Okay, get you a little piece of that. Okay. But he's a very handsome man to me. So she says it's off-putting for him to have this idea already that the relationship is going to fail. It really is. Because he been doing that from the very beginning. I'm 7 years older than her. I don't want to rob her of her youth. Like, slow down. Slow down, sir. Okay. So now that connection is just up in the air. We're gonna have to see how it plays out tonight. It's about to come on shortly. All right, but I had to go ahead and get this review up for the people. Um, y'all let me know y'all thoughts and stuff, okay? Let me see what y'all saying down in the comments before I get up out of here. I want to see my girl Trinity with a good match. She deserves someone else. You know what? I agree. I want to see options come into the villa for not only Trinity but Anaya. I would like to see it. Okay. He's talking about we're always looking at each other. She's trying to figure out why the fuck you always looking at her. Um, Let me see. Poor Bryce, he needs to be more comfortable with his personality. I think he is used to getting away with his looks. I don't know. I also would just like to see his type come in too, to see how he because I think he may show up differently, you know, because he had a lot of personality for him to hear that these people over here rumbling in the bed and roll his ass over there and say, hey guys, hey, I'm sorry, I gotta get in on this. She said, not on tonight, you don't. That took a lot of personality to get your ass on that side of the bed and to get your ass rejected. Okay. So I just would like to see more from Bryce. Okay. Um, Let me see. Anaya needs to set Casey free a bit. Like when Corbin came in, she wanted to get to know him true. Then when Soul and Jen came in, she got all sensitive. She knew he had options. Right. Right. And I feel like it's fair for him to pull Soul for a chat or to be pulled for a chat because she had no issue pulling Corbin for a chat. Right. So thank you for saying that because that's kind of how I was looking at it. Like, what's that? Okay. What's that about? Have you seen the first look, Jamie? It's changed how I feel about Soul. I have seen the first look, but I don't know what's fully going on. Right? I don't know if Soul has really done something or if the villa, and I'm gonna say a few things because it might like I light in my head. Or if the villa is so attached to Melanie because they've been in there with her for the longest that they'll treat Soul a certain type of way. We've seen it with on these on Love. If you've been watching Love Island long enough, you've seen that before, where people be so attached to the damn to the people in the villa that they'll treat the bombshell a certain type of way. So it could be that. And then the other thought that I have is people often treat the woman a certain type of way when they really need to be ragging and tagging on that zigzag like Sincere. Okay, and making sure they're holding him accountable. So IDK, and I don't know. Now, maybe she's going to do something. Those are just my thoughts from the first look. I don't know what's going to happen tonight for them to keep pieing her in the damn face. And that's probably another thing. They probably, didn't want to pie some friends and decided to keep pieing her ass and keep pushing. Like, nobody, that would make nobody feel good if they kept getting pied in the face over something. So I don't know. We'll have to see though. But I did see the first look, but I didn't see where she did anything to make me look at her differently. Now, I will say, as I talked about in my previous review, was that I find it real interesting that she'll kiss somebody and then kind of like be with the duck off type thing. Like when she kissed what's his name? Gabe in Soul Ties. Even though she wiped her mouth, thank God. She was cool with the duck off. Same thing with Sincere when they were in that little room. So I don't know. That's why I was like, you've been a side chick before, haven't you? Right? But I'm not gonna overly fault her for the actions high key of that's on Sincere. She's a bombshell. She's supposed to bombshell. That's why I'm kind of like, what you hiding it for? I am here to steal your ziggle. What you talking about? That's my job. Yeah. That's why I came here to fuck shit up. I'm a bombshell. Boom, explosion. Yes. Okay. I'm not required to be loyal to you. He is. Okay. Based on whatever y'all have talked about. So we just gotta see. Um, what else? All right. Did anyone else peep how the new bombshells are isolating themselves from the house? I don't now see this has happened before. Okay. This has happened before. And if you watch like Love Island Beyond the Villa, even with last season, you know, the bombshells, the Casa Amor girls, the people that came back, that's what happens. You know, they see you as a threat when you coming into the house. We've formed our bond. And if you were an earlier bombshell, we may have clicked with you. But as we go into like the second, third week, like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Especially if you the guy's type. So they are definitely going to I feel like the girls in the villa will isolate themselves at times before the bombshells do, or either the bombshells are often put in a position to where they don't make themselves friendly enough to get to know for real. You know, I'm wondering what happened with Trinity. Trinity walked her and Baya walked the girls around, showed them where things are, and then we haven't really seen much of a conversation with them anymore. Why that is? IDK, right? Mm, Baya is going to. You think it's going to be a dumping tonight? I don't know if it's going to be a dumping tonight. She might be vulnerable. It might be a dumping. I don't know. I could see it being a recoupling, and then I could see maybe another bombshell, maybe one coming in, which needs to come in to F with. Let me not say that. To F with Casey, Anaya, and Trinity, and then we could have a dumping at that point. That's what I'm thinking should happen. Woo. Um, But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hop off. I thank you all so much for being here. If you have not liked up the video, please do so. Okay, help the channel out by liking. You can hype up the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. All right, we'll be back tomorrow for more conversation on Love Island. So yeah, like up the video, all the great stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.
Over fame, get the money, that's why we came. Fuck the world, these niggas lame. Straight out the trench, it never change. You can't ride up in my lane. Honor my niggas whenever I speak. A hustle each day of the week. Honor my wife and my son, I can't hang with no sucker. These niggas be weak. Chasing these bras, popping your guns on the cover. These niggas be free. Talking that shit, but ain't crossing the street of my city. We said you sweet. Minding my business, I stay on my toes. I'm making my way to my